Okay, so for LOI, loss and ignition, pretty similar, easy enough procedure. So this is gonna have like this much dried manure in it, which you should have already measured for the LOD, but go ahead and measure it again just so you know how much dry you have. And then you're gonna take a tool like this. Typically I use to scrape it and scrape it all around. Usually you're doing this in triplicate, so you should have 3 of these guys per sample. And I typically will do this to all of them and then combine all of the same type of sample in one container, stir it up. So then you have, this is your little vessel we use for LOI. You're gonna do the same thing where you measure it in here to get your tear mass, and then do the same trick where you put it on this scale, and this time you're getting about 0.2 grams. So you just scoop up your dry stuff, put it on there, and then again you measure it like properly in here. So typically we'll use 4 of these dishes because we usually have an influent and an effluent sample and 2 kinds of that. I know right now we have like a 0.6% and a 1.3%, so 4 samples. So you'll take your little dishes, let's go over here. To our little furnace oven doodad. So typically what we'll do is we'll take a string of label tape and put it down here and write down what each of the samples are. And then you take your little dish and you slide it in with your finger. And then you can take a ruler and push it in. And the goal is to get it kind of centered. So if I add in this other one, I can push the ruler all the way in on this side. And then if I go to the other side, I can push it all the way in. You want to just kind of get it even and centered. And then because cow manure smells bad, you're going to take this big metal tube and stick it onto this side. And there should be some foil you can kind of wrap around it, keep it secure. And then there's usually a little foil cap on this side as well that you just stick on. And you want to make sure this will go into this hood so it's not stinking out the building. But then you'll pop the power on and you select your correct pattern, which I do believe is pattern 5. Yeah, you do pattern 5 and you write it down in this little logbook. We have our entries so you can see. You just do SKS for St. Angelo and then your initials, the date, and LOI brewer's grain. And that's it. Well, when you're done, you take it out and you mass it, but that's it.